Why, hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV on PlayFrame and the Azim step. We've passed the trial, we've got birds, and now we're warriors here officially. Also, I'm a samurai again. Hello, happy Monday. Anyway, Lise, let's not waste time. Daylight's gone, but it's fine, we'll go anyway. Sun's gotta come up sometime. Lise is eager to return triumphant to Mol Ilo. Well, we've done what we came to do. Let's head back to Mol Ilo. Let's do that thing.
That massive monstrosity was quite the surprise, was it not? Who knew that the steppe held such secrets? And with that, there is naught left to prevent us from taking part in the Naadam.
Excuse me.
You! Yea, you who have walked Bardam's metal. Newborn warriors of the steppe. Our Khan demands an audience. You will come.
I remember those clothes. He's Oronir, isn't he? What should we do?
Ordinarily, I would politely decline, but this may be an opportunity to assess their strength. And we do have some time before the Naadam begins. If it all goes to plan, they will be fighting for us soon enough. What say you? Shall we go and greet our comrades-to-be?
Well, I mean, why not? Sure. I do love meeting people.
Whatever happens, we shouldn't keep Siren and the others waiting. Let's be ready to make a swift exit, all right?
We accept your Khan's generous invitation. Lead the way.
Ooh, we're going to the top.
Two banners. So it's not just Oronir we're dealing with.
Most radiant Brother Magnai, we have brought the ones you seek.
You conquered Bardam's metal.
As warriors of the Mol, aye. You are the Khan here, yes? Why have you summoned us? Mayhap to propose a joint endeavor?
Nay, Doman, we shall not speak as equals. Born of the sun are Oronir, and born of the earth are you. When I learned of trespassers, I bade my warriors take their measure, to flay them if they failed. But if by the grace of Azim they should survive their trials and emerge anointed, then bring them hither to pay tribute. Tribute, should it prove satisfactory, shall earn you the favor of the sun. His beloved shall bask in his radiance, and their supplications be duly considered.
So you want us to bow down and serve you? What if we don't feel like it?
The defiant will suffer in shadow. It would be an affront to the resplendent Azim himself to refuse this generous offer when by rights you should be condemned. But in lieu of tribute, swear fealty to the sun. Pledge to him your body and soul. Promise to serve him unto death, and you may know his glory. A generous offer granted to but few, though perchance this is too merciful. It seems our brothers of the Buddha want you. The men only. Like the Borlak and women. Though you know them not either, I'm sure. No matter. All you need know is that you will serve, one way or another.
That much does indeed seem plain. However, as we are but newborn warriors who know little of your customs, we struggle to conceive of ways in which we might be of service to the most gracious and illustrious sun.
You make mock of us, Doman. Do not do so again. You will be given a task. It will be difficult. You will carry it out. When you have accepted this, you may ask me what it is.
Well, it wouldn't be the first difficult task I've been given, offered, if I'm being generous. So, how are we all feeling about the offer? I know. I probably should have left the talking to everyone else. I don't know. I don't feel like anyone else in our party is exquisitely good at talking, given how that all went. But honestly, the one who I thought would be best at it seemed to put his foot in his mouth the most. So, good job. Pretentious and preening he may be, but doubt not that he is a warrior. You saw the axe by his throne, and the rage in his eyes. Oh, that's what that is. Yeah, I see it. Favor, tribute. How easily the language of tyrant tumbles from this Han's lips. That is kind of true, huh? So hey, what were you whispering about earlier? No secrets. Yes. This one is special. Thank you. Yes, I take that as a compliment. So, what do you need? I'm here to do menial tasks. So, you are the first to step forward. Bold or reckless. I see why Didakul favors you. The Nardum approaches, and the Oronir will reign supreme once more. Such is the will of Father Azim. Yet only fools think to triumph by the grace of the gods alone, and we are not fools. Your task will be to aid us in our preparations. Batu will tell you the rest. All right. I'm on the job. His sonness. Or whatever. You, Batu. What do you need? Batu shall tell you how you might serve the Oronir. Yes, that's why I'm... Yes. Grumpy, I just got here. I didn't even say anything. Warriors of the Steppe, by the grace of our most radiant brother, you will not die this day, but instead be granted an opportunity to contribute to our cause. Rejoice, for this is a great honor indeed. Serve well, and you will be rewarded. Question, you keep calling Magnai your most radiant brother. You're not related or something, are you? Please, come on. All Oronir are descendants of Father Azim, but if you mean to ask if our mothers are one and the same, then no. The most radiant is the elder brother to we younger, the strongest and most deserving of respect. No more interruptions. Your duties are as follows. You, the Red Woman, you will milk our beasts. To grow strong, one must be well fed, and we have great need of kumis and cheese. Is that it? I mean, I'm not happy about all this, but I suppose I can go along for now. You, the one who lumbers as a mountain. An old warrior, I see. We have arms and armor in need of repair. Go and speak with our menders. I have no talent for delicate work, but if that is your wish, then so be it. You, the insolent fool. As for you... This one carries the fire. The Butaga would take his measure. Seek my comrade outside tending to the stores. He'll give you your task. You'll know him by his cloth. Unlike they of the yellow, we are of the green. I, for one, would welcome the opportunity to learn more of the Butaga and their ways. It would be an honor. I still do not have a task, sir. We shall speak of your task outside, with me. Okay. Maybe it's just the people here, but I feel shorter than normal. Finally got some clear skies, though. That's nice. If not sunlight. Hey, let's attune to this. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to get back up here. Can't have that. There we go. So, Batu. What you need? Your name, foreigner? I'm Derman. Derman, then. You are to dive into Azim Khat, below the Dawn Throne, and gather swordgrass from the lakebed. It is an invaluable ingredient in many medicines. 8 bundles will you bring. You will need to dive deep to obtain that which you seek. But that shall pose no trouble for a true warrior, no? Some say that the dominion of the Dawn Father and the Dusk Mother does not extend beneath the water, but ours does. Indeed, the Oronir fear not above nor below. Speak with the guard to descend. We shall speak again when you have finished. I am good at diving now. The turtles taught me how. Don't even need air. How to... Sorry, I was only half paying attention when you told me who to talk to, but I'll find them. Ah, the gate guard, of course. That makes sense. Hello. Yes, yes, I know who you are. You wish to go below. Yes, please. So we need swordgrass. Let's see. In we go. In and down. Let's see. Nothing like a little MMO chore for a palate cleanser. Between real challenges. Grab the thing, Durbin. Do. Boy, not needing air in the water is great. I recommend it if you get the chance. And there we go. Let's get back to the surface and turn this stuff in. See if their mood has improved. There we are. And the sun's starting to come out. Finally. Batu. I got swordgrass. He returns, and with swordgrass in hand. Yep. So named for its long, narrow shape, this plant thrives in the depths of Azim Hut. That you would immerse yourself in the depths is a testament to your bravery. Well done. Lest you wonder, we will use it to prepare potions to induce paralysis. In the Nodum, we must use every means at our disposal to delay our foes. He who inscribes his deeds upon the sacred ground shall be declared the victor. However, none may know this place until the Jarl have... I wonder if that's also, like... It's pronounced with, like, a silent G. Like the Jarl, or... I don't know. Until the Jarl have scattered the soil. It matters not. We shall be swift as stallions and fierce as bards. The steppe will be ours once more. Your tribute is accepted. We will return to the most radiant, and you may beg a boon. Don't. Rude. I'll allow it when my little buddies do it because they don't know any better. But you have not earned the right to just walk through me on your way to someplace else. To approach the most radiant, still sullied by the depths, is an insult. Dry yourself. I only brought this one pair of clothes. Leave me alone. Yes, this one is special. So how'd your chores go? Ah, there you are. The others have yet to return. I did chores. Am I to understand you've completed your tasks? I know not what yours was, but mine was surprisingly simple. They bade me carry various goods and sundries from storehouse to storehouse. Alas, it was difficult to learn much with all the Buddhiga swarming around me. I went diving for grass. You dove deep into the waters to harvest swordgrass. I see. That is well. Most radiant brother Magnai, we have given you tribute as demanded. Were we to beg leave to depart with our comrades, would you consent? We never intended to press you into our service, and tribute offered in good faith cannot be denied. To grant you naught in return would be an affront to Father Azim. However, the boon must be proportional to the supplications. What you ask far exceeds what you've earned. Then, if we must remain here, would you at least permit us to learn more of your people and your ways? What are you doing? Temulun Hatun taught me but a fraction, you see. How this world born of the gods was to be their battlefield, their creations to fight in their stead. How Azim, father of the dawn, he who birthed the sun, and Nama, mother of the dusk, she who birthed the moon, made the Aura. Yet, though these children warred for a time, eventually they laid down their arms and came to love one another. And so, the gods bequeathed this world to their children and ascended to the heavens whence they came. Those born of the Dawn Father were called the Rhine, and those born of the Dusk Mother were called the Zela. So it was, and ever after. But I say to you, Brother Magnai, how can this be? How can Oronir be the children of Azim if they are Zela born of Nama? You amuse me, Doman. How you wield your ignorance as a weapon. Very well. I bid you speak with our elders and learn the truth of this world. Yes, I too am excited. Nerd. Did you not desire truth? Go forth and find it. I'm going. Are you also coming? Learn truth? Hien would know more of your captors and their ways. I know what you're thinking, and yes, I could probably have convinced him to let us go had I handled that differently. But then we would have learned naught for our troubles. If there's one thing I know, it is that men of faith yearn to share it with others. And in learning more of their beliefs, we may learn more of the other things which may prove useful in the Nodum. When I was carrying out my tasks, I met an elder, a storyteller, named Udutai. It's probably pronounced different than it looks. Mayhap he can be our teacher. Sounds good to me. I'm up for some story time. Do you think he's in a storytelling mood before 7 a.m.? I hope so. Boy, it's scenic up here. I like it. And you have sheeps. Chocolate ones even. Look at all these sheeps. It's a lot of good sheeps. Alas, the sheeps cannot tell stories. Boy, you got a lot of good horses, too. This is the man of whom I spoke, Udutai. I can spare no time for you. Other troubles demand my attention. What troubles? What ill fortune has befallen you? Not me, but my lambs. Some few wandered far and have yet to return. Mayhap they will return to their mothers in time. Mayhap they will not. Mayhap you can help. If we must, then we must. Let us be about it, Derman. Yeah, definitely. Sheep needing help is more important than literally any other concern around here. I mean, I'm going to be trying to make you King of Doma again and everything, but know that if given the option, I would trade you out for a sheep in our party in a heartbeat. And who could blame me? All right, sheeps, where are you? You there. What are you doing? Just standing on a wagon like that's a thing to do. Now, where are the other two? I bet a sheep could rule Doma with the proper training. Retaking Doma might be a little bit more of a challenge. But if we can figure out a way to, like, harness and weaponize their cuteness, what do you think? Where are you, little ones? Your mother's waiting. It's time to come home. Well, you are good with them. Maybe you can, like, co-rule. Where is this last little rascal? How are even the sheep of this land better at sneaking than me? They're sheep. Okay, I've done like 3 laps around this place. This sheep is way too stealthy for its own good. There you are. Go home, goober. What are you even doing? Oh, how can you stay mad at that? All right, let's go get a story already. Hey guy, who taught your sheep to hide that well? And are they giving lessons? Greetings. I trust all of our little explorers are safely accounted for. That they are. My thanks to you, Doman. Now, you had questions for me. Aye, I would know more of the Oronir, of their creation, and of Father Azim. As you wish. Come, let us sit. Before we begin, tell me, what do you know of the Aura and how they came to be? In the days before men, Azim and Nama waged a bitter war. The Rhine were born of the Dawn Father, and the Zayla of the Dusk Mother. Well, both true, but yes. Yes, a common tale, and one believed by many tribes. But what it does not mention is this: Azim and Nama were lovers. Oh, they fought in the beginning, as did their creations, that much is true. But when they saw how the Zayla and the Rhine rose above their hatreds and joined hands in harmony, their hearts stirred, and the love their children shared became theirs as well. Alas, he was of the sun, and she of the moon. Apart they must remain, lest day and night cease to be, and with them all creation. With sadness in their hearts, they returned to the heavens, he to the day, she to the night, destined to walk before and after, never to meet. As time passed, Azim's yearning for his beloved grew deeper still. Was there truly naught that could be done, he wondered. At last, he knew. If the father cannot be with the mother, then he shall go amongst her children, now and ever after. So it was that Azim took a fragment of his being, and with it fashioned an avatar. Clad in scale of midnight, he descended, and sought out the Zayla. Yea, he was the first Oronir. We are of his flesh and his blood. We are the children of Azim, and it is our duty to watch over and keep the Zayla safe. I confess, I did not expect the tale of your people's beginnings to be quite so romantic. Yet I must ask, if it is your duty to defend the Zayla, how can you go to war with them in the Nodum? Is that not a contradiction? If a father disciplines his son, does that mean there is no love in his heart? Zayla are not wont to kneel. They must be made to. Only then will they heed reason. I see. Such is the way of the steppe. Thank you, Elder, for sharing with us your wisdom. Eager to depart, ere you go, you would do well to hear the end of my tale. When Nama looked down and saw the avatar of Azim, she knew him at once and shed tears of love and longing. When they struck the earth, they rose anew as a counterpart to the Oronir, their fates entwined. So you see, for every son of Azim is a daughter of Nama for whom he must search, even now. Well, thank you for the stories. Come again, traveler. There are tales to be told, songs to be sung. So did that satisfy? Mayhap I'm being overly optimistic, but I sense that these Oronir may prove loyal allies to Doma under the right circumstances. Their arrogance is rooted in the belief that they must act as caretakers for all Zayla. Therefore, if we can prove to them that we come as kindred spirits, seeking to defeat a common foe. But mayhap this is a discussion for after we win the Nodum. Come, let us return to Magnai. Good plan. Right behind you. We learned stories. And hey, everyone else finished their chores. Good. How'd they go? You're back. They had me milking sheep, by the way. It was, interesting. Tell me more later. Another task completed, huh? I wonder what the most radiant brother has in store for us next. Yes, but first, how about your tasks? At a glance, their arms and armor may seem crude compared to those of Doma, but they are well crafted and no less effective. Good to know, I guess. So, do we satisfy? You shine with the light of newfound wisdom. Could it be that you have at last accepted the supremacy of the sun? No matter. You have each completed your tasks and proven yourselves deserving of mercy. However, if it is freedom you desire, then there is one more thing you must do. Okay. Kind of feels like this list is not ending, but go on. Magnai has a new task in mind for you and yours. A pity you will not pledge yourselves to the sun. You might have proved useful in the coming Nodum. Nevertheless, I will permit you to return and fight for them all. Their cause is futile, with or without your assistance. However, you must first complete a final task, as was my decree. You will reconnoiter the encampment of the Dothar. For this task, 2 will go, and 2 will remain. Should the 2 who embark upon this expedition choose to flee, or be captured or killed by the Dotharl, then the others will be taken as slaves and serve the sun unto death. We'd better not fail then, eh? The question is, who should we send? That is not for you to decide. All of you have conquered Bardam's metal and proven yourselves warriors of the steppe. You should all be equally capable of carrying out this task, and therefore you should have no objections. Not loving that smile. Or that one. 2 bad smiles. The first choice of hostage shall be mine, though it is hardly a choice given the circumstances. The Red Woman will remain. Doubtless you are not the moon I seek, but stranger tales have been told, and the men are of no use to me. You may have your pick of the men. Yes, yes. Camera just having to do a very, very slow pan, given how little height it has to work with. What are you looking at? The Firewalker. Yes, this Doman is my choice. I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted. Mayhap both. I had hoped to see these undying ones for myself, but it seems it was not meant to be. I know you will be fine, but permit me to wish you luck all the same. We will return soon, my lord. But if the Kami are unkind and we fail in our mission, then do what you must to survive. For Doma. Dotharl Ha lies far to the south, where the grass turns to sand. Return with valuable knowledge, and all will be free to rejoin them all. Now go. Alright, Gosatsu. Looks like it's you and me. Have no fear, my friend. We shall see them freed soon enough. Let us quit this place. Speak of our plans outside. Yes, it is time for the largest and smallest samurai in the world to go on a mission. This should be good. Gosatsu, are you excited about the mission? 'Tis plain they hope we will never return. I shall enjoy disappointing them. According to my map, there's a colossal wreck to the south which should provide a vantage point from which to survey Dothar Ha from afar. Let us go and do just that. After you. All right. Heading out in the general direction of desert. It's a beautiful day finally. Enjoy it while it lasts. Let's see. Goodness. Now those are a thing. Kind of cute in an ugly way. Oh, I need to get on top of that. For spying, I see. Let's see if I can find a good... Hup. Hup. Come on. There we go. Yes. Boy, this is a good vantage point. Good pick. I know we're not supposed to be spying on this, but it's pretty. So. I spy tents to the west. Theirs, I presume. What do you see? Well, let's find out, huh? I don't think this is going to work as a lookout point for me. Maybe we should trade. Whatever. Let's see. Lookout, lookout, lookout. Here we go. Over there, look! Those men are in danger. Ah, too late for the one, perhaps, but there is yet time to save the other. Come, we cannot abandon him to his fate. I agree, let's go. Largest and smallest samurai spring into action. It's a rescue. Gosatsu, you handle those two. I'll handle whatever's over here. These three. Don't mind if I do. Y'all look fun. Okay. Let me handle business. All right. Clear out. Oh, jeez. Out, all of you. There we go. How you doing? You're illuminated pretty brightly. I owe you my life. Nay, friend, think nothing of it. I but wish we had come sooner. I knew at once he was dead. It will come as scant comfort, I fear, but I slew the beasts responsible. Nay, that is no way for a Dothar to die. What is this? Who are these outsiders? Hello. Sadhu Khatun, forgive me. We were returning from our hunt when we were caught unawares by Manzasiri. These ones saved me, but Geser is... Who are you? Why have you come? Not to cross the sands, that much is certain. I've heard tales of travelers in league with another tribe. Are you they? Who do you serve? Answer me. Who do we serve at this point? If I may begin to answer your questions before you ask more, we are friends of them all, and we are come to see the strength of the Dothar for ourselves. The Mall, the little lambs who wander to and fro at the behest of their gods. What fools you are to share the soil of such weaklings. Next you'll tell me you wish to fight in the Nadam. Actually... Ah, so you do. Ha! That is unexpected, yet not unwelcome. I'm Sadhu, Hatun of the Dotharl. For your deeds I grant you leave to walk among us. Come, look on our glory and despair. We fear no tribe, least of all them all. Though if you were of the Oronir, I would burn the flesh from your bones here and now. You can stand, yes? See to the corpse. Yes, Hatun. Well, she seems nice. So that is the leader of the Dotharl. Clearly not a woman to be crossed. But how callously she spoke of her dead. See to the corpse. Surely this warrior deserves better than that. Well, I guess we're going to find out next time, aren't we? Hopefully. I mean, maybe not that, but we'll find out more things. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday for more story mode. Take care until then, and goodbye.